My name is Benedict Owusu. It's a Thursday morning, and thanks so much for joining me here on the sports segment on the AM show. And today we'll look at how Peru became the last team to qualify for the 2018 World Cup, which will be hosted in Russia. I'll bring you highlights of their game. Also, we'll look at Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Their manager Steve Polak has extended his contract. And we'll look at the contract details as well as his reaction after extending his contract with the Porcupine Warriors. Last season, he came in to hold a fort for the club when the sacked draft coach Lugarosic finished the league in a very respectable position. Also managed to win the MTN FA Cup. We'll look at that as well. And we have to start from the budget, the 2018 budget, which was presented in Parliament yesterday by Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. And as always, sports was mentioned in the budget. So on your screen, the highlight for sports, and it says in the 2018, the ministry will continue the process of passing the legislative instrument of the National Youth and Sports Act, pursue the enactment of the drafted National Sports College Bill, and create a sports fund to improve sports development in the country. So we're actually hoping to get a representative at the sports ministry to speak to on this very issue, but we're unable to do that. But we'll bring you that interview on Sports Today when you join us at exactly 2 o'clock, and my colleague Nathan Ato will be here. But we have to do some more, and I made mention of Steve Polak. He is coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Well, he extended his contract. Details of the contracts are not known. Both parties, just the coach as well as the management of Asante Kotoko, have kept that as a secret. But Polak, who was part of a contingent that went to the Manchia Palace to meet life patron and owner of the club, that's Otumfuo Osei the second, to present the MTN FA Cup trophy to him, says he's very excited to have extended his contract at the club.
Yeah, of course, both sides are happy. When negotiations went longer than I thought they would be, but at the end of the day, both sides are happy with the way the contract is, and let's see after 1 year if I stay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been spoke about before the FA Cup. So my chairman, who's a good chairman, he knows, and he has the list of players, so he'll be sorting them out.
So that was Asante Kotoko coach Steve Polak, and when he joined us to bring you the full report of Kumasi Asante Kotoko's visit to the Manchia Palace yesterday, where they presented the MTN FA Cup trophy they won some few weeks ago, when they played Accra Hearts of Oak at the Tamale Stadium. They presented the trophy to the life patron and owner of the club, Otumfuo Osei the second. Now we have to shift gears, and from football we do other sports, and we are talking Ghana Karate Do. So the Karates that participated in the 5th edition of the Japanese Ambassador Championship, also they impressed at the 5th edition of that championship. My colleague Asari Bediakon has been monitoring and has come through with this report.
The 5th edition of the Japanese Ambassador Karate Do Championship attracted over 200 karatekas across Ghana. In the kata category, Trinity Edusa Eisen, Humo Yusuf Ziba, Basant Yadranti, and Edmond Amwako Asante emerged champions. Baba Emisa, Trinity Edusa Eisen, Adongo Nyaba, and Fodne Rene Yoko were winners of the committee category. And in the adult events, Nasiru Hassan, Mumuni Salifu, Ruth Emisa, Humo Yusuf Ziba, Emmanuel Ejay, Felix Donko, and Daniel Akoloche emerged champions. President of the Ghana Karate Do Federation, Melvin Brown, was impressed by the performance of Karatekas at this year's Japanese Ambassador Championship.
It's been good. We've seen good talents show up during this tournament, and it's a sign that we can go places in any international competition that we compete in. Well, the year is almost ended, but then come early next year, our vision is our plan is to bring in experts from the World Karate Federation to help us locally, and then with the good finances, we'll also send our instructors out there, to learn some new things and then impart onto our athletes, because we need to sharpen our edges, ready for international competitions, because we're ready to be in the rankings now.
President of the Ghana Olympic Committee, Benunu Mensah, was grateful to the Japanese embassy for supporting Karate Do in Ghana.
Over the years, they've supported Karate Do. Not only Karate, they supported Taekwondo, they support Judo, and even baseball. And I think that this is one of their numerous showpieces, and we're really grateful to them. I think the overall was a good championship, and I'm very impressed.
The 5th edition of the Japanese Ambassador Karate-Do Championship formed part of the Japan Culture Week celebrations.
And was a very colorful event at the DJ Hathramani Hall at the Accra Sports Stadium, where you saw the karate guys doing their own thing. So from the local scene, we have to do some international stories, and Peru became the last team to book a place at this next year's World Cup, which will be hosted in Russia after defeating New Zealand 2-0 in Lima in their second leg playoff game. So it's intact. The teams that will represent will be at the 2018 World Cup intact now. 32. Peru yesterday adding up to the already qualified 31 teams. Well, one team that couldn't qualify is Italy, and they are in the news. Well, they've sacked their manager Gianpiero Ventura after the 4-time champions failed to reach the World Cup for the first time since 1958, and the Azzurri lost a playoff with Sweden 1-0 on aggregate to spell the end of 69-year-old Ventura's 17-month tenure. Now, Ventura replaced Antonio Conte in June 2016 and was described as a master of football by Italian Football Federation President Carlo Tavecchio. However, Italy took 1 point out of a possible 6 against Spain in qualifying, and also drew at home to Macedonia. When he was appointed, he was given a 2-year deal, which would have taken him to the end of the 2018 World Cup finals in Russia. So from football, let's talk tennis. And Bulgaria's Grigor Dimitrov thrashed Belgium's 7th seed David Goffin at London's O2 Arena to make it through to the last 4 of the ATP finals. And also the Dominic Thiem close to the semi-finals, having beaten Pablo Carreno Busta. So that's how we wrap up our show this morning here on the AM Show. I'm Benedict Osu. Thanks so much for your company. At 2, we come your way with our major sports bulletin. That's Sports Today with Nathan Lato. Until then, you get to the Major Online Sports page and read more sports stories for yourself on various social media platforms. You can follow us on Twitter at Joy Sports GH, on Facebook. You get us at Joy Sports. Have a wonderful day.